Title: The Strong and the Weak. A short moral story about strength, survival, and equality. One day, two friends, Arav and Kabir, were walking through a beautiful forest. The path was peaceful, the weather was calm, and everything around them looked quiet. But suddenly, Arav asked a question that made Kabir stop and think. Kabir, why does everyone in this world want to become strong? Why does everyone want to dominate others? Can weak person really survive in this world? Kabir looked at Arav silently. The question sounded simple, but its answer was very deep. After a moment, Kabir smiled calmly and replied,
Arav, in this world, no one is completely strong, and no one is completely weak. In the end, all are equal.
Arav became confused after hearing this. What do you mean by that, Kabir? How are all people equal? Some people are powerful, and some people are weak. I don't understand. Arav wanted a clear answer immediately, but Kabir did not explain everything.
You will understand it one day, Arav.
Arav was not satisfied. He wanted the answer right then. But Kabir only smiled. Because some lessons are not understood through words. They are understood through life. 2 years passed. One day, Arav and Kabir went hiking in the mountains. The air was fresh. The path was quiet. And the forest around them was peaceful. While walking, Kabir suddenly stopped. Kabir pointed toward a big tree and said,
Arav looked confused. He did not understand what Kabir was trying to show him.
Arav looked near the tree. Suddenly, he saw a small rabbit running very fast. The rabbit looked frightened. It was running as if its whole life depended on that moment. Arav watched carefully. Behind the rabbit, a fox was chasing it. The fox was fast. The fox looked strong. The rabbit looked weak and helpless. For a moment, it seemed like the fox would catch the rabbit. The rabbit kept running with all its strength. The fox came closer and closer, but just before the fox could catch it, the rabbit quickly jumped into a small hole, and in one moment, it saved its life. The fox stopped outside the hole, helpless. Arav was surprised. After watching this, the boy turned to his friend and asked, Kabir, what was my question? And how is this event related to it? Kabir smiled and said, after watching the rabbit escape, Arav turned to Kabir with confusion. His friend laughed and said,
Did you forget what you asked me 2 years ago?
Arav thought for a moment. Then slowly, he remembered his old question. Yes, I remember now. But how does this answer it? Kabir smiled and explained the meaning behind the event.
Look carefully, Arav. The rabbit seems weak in front of the fox. And the fox seems strong in front of the rabbit. But for the fox, this is only a hunt for food. For the rabbit, this is a matter of life and death. That is why the rabbit used all its strength to save itself.
After hearing Kabir's words, Arav finally understood. Strength depends on the situation. Sometimes, the strong become weak. And sometimes, the weak become strong. No one should be underestimated. Because every living being has hidden strength inside them.
Real strength appears when life gives no other choice.
That day, Arav learned a powerful lesson. No one is completely strong. And no one is completely weak. In the right situation, even the weakest can become powerful. Moral: never underestimate the weak, because true strength appears when survival is at stake. In the end, all are equal.